Hello all, this is a Centris 650. I bought this Macintosh when I saw that Monkey Island on the PowerBook G3 didn't sound right, so I said let's get a working Motorola 60000 computer, Macintosh computer, and see if the music works okay. So I bought this computer working, fully working. The seller has not been a problem, the seller has been amazing, but as you will see in these photos that I enter now, the package looks like it has been used to play football on all sides, and everything is out of place, broken, metals are bent, plastic clips are broken, and it's a mess. It's a mess. I don't understand how this happened. It's the second time the package was sent because on the first courier, that's DPD or Seur in Spain, they didn't even try to deliver it. On the second one, that's Correos Express, this is what I get. As I said, the seller has been amazing and he has refunded me part of the money and the shipment. It wasn't needed, but I certainly appreciate the gesture. Now, before I can repair the metals and the plastics, well, I have to clean it because as you can see, it's quite dirty. So some things here that you can see is completely missing the plastic there, the holders for the main logic board on the power supply connector is broken there, it's missing some part of it. The piece that holds the PRAM battery is completely lost. The memory got hit by the metal chassis there, and I don't know if it's working or not, that memory. I mean, it was fully working when the seller sent it to me. No, I don't know. Here as well, on the power supply, this plastic is completely broken. So now I will clean everything, get the main logic board out of, obviously, clean everything, and then try to see if I can glue the plastics, because I don't even have models to 3D print some of them, and I cannot 3D print the connectors. So let's see if we can do with some special plastic glue, and so let's get started. cleaning with this alcohol I have, that's supposedly 97 degrees ethanol, it left a lot of residue, some white residue on the chips. That's can you see now in this photo. That residue comes from a mixture of the no-clean flux used to manufacture the board and the components on this ethanol mixture that are not completely pure. So what's the solution? You have that, well, you need to use some baking soda. So it's a mixture of baking soda that becomes like a toothpaste. Apply it and then remove it. If you have some difficulty removing it, leaving it dry for an overnight should not be a problem. It should just get dry, absorb moisture it can, and then become just a lamp that you can remove using some compressed air, like on this can, or just a brush. Now I show you, and you can see that on the parts that just with the alcohol that you saw on the photo before, they were all that white gooey stuff on the chips and so on. There's none of that. There's still some residue. I have not been able to completely remove the baking soda, but I say when all the baking soda completely dries, it's going to be even easier to remove. This board had a really lot of residue. I don't understand where it comes from. I suspect it maybe was some car exhaust or nicotine. I don't know. That black layer of dust it had. Anyway, it looks much better now. It doesn't seem to have any kind of rust on any of the traces. Well, tomorrow I'll remove the residue from the baking soda and then try it. Here I also observe that the CPU is like slightly bent out. I hope that's not a problem, otherwise I may need to get a replacement CPU. Also, if you want to know more or less how this machine works, here we have this. Let me take something to point. This is the ROM. This contains the firmware, boot code, and so on. These 4 sticks are the RAM. This is solder RAM, and this is the video RAM. So this machine can work with some RAM sticks, but it needs a ROM stick to work, because this is where the ROM would have been soldered. If there is 2 chips here, you don't need this stick to boot. This is the main processor, the 68040, or maybe the 680LC40 or LC040. That's the version without floating point unit. I still don't know which one it is. The free notebook slot for expansion, the processor delay slot also for expansion, and all the back ports. Then here we have this chip. This is the IOSB. This chip manages all the input-output. Okay. This is the sound chip. Basically, this converts the digital sound into analog sound and vice versa. This one manages the serial ports. This is the SCSI controller alongside with this one. And this is the analog and digital converter for the video. And also this one, this is the memory controller. So this manages the memory access from the CPU. And this one manages the NAVOS ports. So let's see tomorrow how everything has dried out, and let's see if we can try it. Well, after many passes with some baking soda, also known as sodium bicarbonate, and distilled water to remove the big lumps of dried soda, and more cleaning and more that, and drying under the sun for 3 days, this is how it looks right now. I have already tried to power it on without anything connected, just the power supply, and it chimes. So now, off camera, I will try to clean and fix the drive cage as well as clean the cables. And after that, I will continue and we see how it looks. now this is the final test. I have left the hard disk out because it's damaged. I'm trying to make an image of it with Aru and has many damaged sectors. I have plugged in this keyboard I had, it was not included with the computer, as well as this mouse that was included with the computer on 2 different ADB ports, so I can test both of them are working. I have it plugged in, and with that VA adapter cable, that's just an adapter cable I made on a Harry, only supports VA mode. It's not very well done, but it works. So let's see that the monitor is not sleeping and try to power it on. It chimes. Monitor cable looks well connected. It can take a moment. And there we go. Aim is there. Now it's going to look for a boot. Nothing to boot there normally. I don't have anything connected. The floppy drive, the seller told me that the ejection gear mechanism is broken, so it doesn't work. I will use a flop emulator. And for the hard disk, because this machine only supports SCSI hard disk, I will use a SCSI 2SD. Now we see that the mouse is working, and well, the keyboard it works as well for power on, so I suppose the rest of the keyboard should be working. And this is it for this video. I will upload more videos with installation of the operating systems and some games I wanted to play here. So if you want to see them, just click on subscribe and click the bell notification icon so you're notified. If you feel curious about what's Aru, Aru is a tool I created for the preservation of computing media. Right now it's dumping on all Macintosh hard disks, and when it finishes, it will retry all damaged sectors and it can extract the data from this image. So, see you in the next video. Bye!